Here's an easy way to figure out what key your 808 sample is in. Stay for the full video. Disclaimer, but this tip is for any DAW that you use. And the only thing you need is an EQ and your 808 sample. Let's dive in. So I just pulled up this crazy 808 sample that sounds like this. Let's figure out what key it's in. The first thing you want to do is pull up any sort of EQ that you have on your computer. We're going to use an EQ8 for this example. You can see we have the EQ8 down below, or we're going to actually expand the view to make it a little bit easier to see everything so we can actually identify which note this is playing in. For this tutorial, it doesn't matter what EQ you're using, you just want to make sure that you have some sort of visual EQ you can see. Next step is going to be playing back the sample. And you can see there is a crazy peak around this area if we play it one more time, but it's actually disappearing too fast. So what we're going to do is lower that refresh time, and we're going to lower down the average, so it's actually going to stay on the screen for a little bit longer. You can see, okay, we're right around the middle right there. Let's figure out how to get the actual key. The next thing to make our job a little bit easier is selecting a bell-shaped curve and making sure that Q value is a lot higher to make it a lot steeper to make it easier to figure out what exact note our 808 is playing. So if we play back the sample one more time, you can see that around this peak is when that 808 is actually playing, and that's the exact same note it is actually doing. Which, if you don't know, you can look on the bottom left-hand corner, and it'll tell you that exact note. It's going to actually be playing E. And just to make sure we're on the right track, we're going to pull in an Ableton tuner and play back the sample just to make sure that it's actually going to be E. You can actually see it's actually D sharp, which means we're pretty close, and it does have some sort of pitch bend at roll end. So our main goal is to get this first half of the note to make sure that's in key, because any sort of pitch down is going to be totally fine later on. So we know that the 808 is in E. All we have to do to transpose it down to C is go down 1, 2, 3, 4 semitones in order to get it to that root note of C. So we're going to do it on here and click down pitch 1, 2, 3, 4 and play back. So that should be in the C range. It's important to note that not all 808s will have that pitch bending end. Some of them will stay the exact same key the entire time, which makes it easier for you. But also it's worth making sure that you're tuning it in relation to your track, making sure that it sounds in a good kind of sweet area where it sounds in key and sounds good with the rest of the song. Like and follow for more production tips. And if you want another tip on how to tune your 808s, check out my page.